When you got that phone call and said, the guy on the phone said, you are going to fight Mike Tyson, how did you feel?
I felt excited. I was ready. I felt good. I was reformed and I was ready to go and couldn't wait to get the opportunity to fight for the title again. And I felt really strongly about, that I had what it would take to become champion because of my prior opportunity that I had lost to Tucker. I learned a lot in that fight that I knew that if things went a certain way that I could win that fight. I should have won that fight as well, but I knew I had to fight, go back in line and I beat like 5 or 6 guys that were pretty decent, looked at, and to get the opportunity to fight Mike, but I wasn't beating them in the fashion that Mike was beating everybody. So it wasn't looked at as, a possibility that I had a chance. I wasn't knocking them out or nothing like that, but I was beating them up.
Right. And leading up to the fight, Don King talked a lot of shit about you. He said, Buster Douglas is a quitter. He quit against Tony Tucker. He's going to quit again. He has no chance. Mike Tyson said, there's no possible way I'm going to lose.
Right.
There was a lot of confidence in that camp.
Right. No doubt. And, it was like, okay, but, it was definitely an uphill battle, that's for sure, as it was looked upon in the so-called experts. But, I knew I had what it took to do this, or I wouldn't have got involved in the boxing game. So, but, it's a challenge, and I was willing to accept it.
Right. And the reason why the fight was even in Tokyo was because Vegas felt they couldn't sell any tickets with Buster Douglas on the card.
Right.
So they had to go to the other side of the planet
yes.
and try to make their money back that way.
As I said, I had to cross the pond to fulfill my dream.
Yeah. How much, if you could say, how much did you get paid for that fight?
$1.3 million.
Okay. Before that fight, what was the most you ever got for a fight?
175.
Okay, so you were already building up. You were starting to make real money.
Yeah, I was averaging about 100 a fight, for quite a while. Because I was the top 10 contender from 80, probably 85 to, I retired. So, I was making decent money.
Okay, and when you first told your mom that you want to do this fight, your mother told you not to do it.
No, she didn't.
No, that's not true?
No, that's not true. Like I said, my mom never doubted that I could. She was just doubted if I had the ability or the discipline to, apply myself, because she never doubted me. It was my grandmother, her mom, my aunts, her sisters, that were like, whoa, because by then, Tyson was just a menace, man. And if you weren't walking around decapitating people, it's like you had no chance against this man, because he was definitely made his presence known, and he was getting guys that sometimes that I thought it was going to show, but he would just dispatch them in record-breaking time. So, yeah, like I said, by the time my opportunity came around, he was like King Kong in there.
Okay. So you guys accept the fight, and then you start your training camp. And you're taking this 100% serious. Mike Tyson, on the other hand, Customato had passed a few years before that. He was wrapped up with Don King. He was messing around. He had this huge entourage. He was messing around with girls and getting into trouble that way. And it was a bit of he wasn't taking this seriously because he didn't feel like he needed to take it seriously. But you were taking it 100% seriously.
Oh, you waiting for me to answer?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wasn't really. I was out partying too, just to make it easy. I heard he was partying, so I was like, I'm going to party too. I'm going to go out here and kick it, Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't believe you, but whatever. I do not believe you at all.